Lagos residents decry surge in transport fares as Christmas approaches. National Grid records 11th collapse this year. Troops capture kidnapped kingpins, recover arms in Plateau. On the foreign scene, 175 killed, scores injured in Sudan airstrikes. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Good evening, thank you for joining us. Now, in Lagos State, residents share mixed feelings about Christmas and New Year's celebrations as the holiday season approaches. Residents are expressing mixed feelings, with some stating there is little to celebrate due to economic hardships, especially the high cost of transportation for many. Traveling to visit family is out of the question, and they plan to stay in the city, making the most of what they have. Victoria Chokolo has more in this report is presented from our studio.
With just 2 weeks to Christmas, there is no sign of festive preparations or travel plans among Lagos residents. Many are seen trekking and lamenting the country's economic hardships. In Agege, buses line up, but the high cost of transportation is preventing people from visiting family and friends. President Bola Tinubu's administration has faced widespread criticism for its handling of the economy, with inflation and fuel prices surging after the removal of the fuel subsidy. Residents express frustration, saying the economic burden has made it difficult to celebrate the season as they once did.
This Christmas, there's no any Christmas because of the administration. We don't have money for the Xmas. Even to travel, we don't have money to travel. From here to east is 50,000 naira per each person. So this Christmas, we are not going to travel. The only thing will change for this Christmas is the weather. Apart from the weather, nothing again, because the Christmas, you know, be like say we do Christmas because everything costs. For me, I no travel because I no get money. I want waste. Child, I no get. I want go to the city. No be say I go come travel, use my money, enter transport 50,000, going and coming back 100,000. Go laugh, play, come back. I no go see food shop. No dey possible.
I'm not traveling to anywhere, madam, because nobody will want to see any visitors now for anywhere. So because no money outside. No money outside at all. So eat now, you don't see customer like before. No customer this time around. Even people now, they don't used to buy clothes again. Then prefer to buy a okrika to wear for Christmas and New Year.
As you can see, the patronage is dull. People are not popping in to buy clothes because there is no money outside now. So it's not like before. Unlike last year, by this time last year, I know how my business was going, but as at today, I've not even made any sales today.
Bus transporters have voiced frustration over the challenges facing their businesses, especially this Christmas season. The high cost of fuel and reduced passenger turnout due to economic hardships have made it difficult for many to operate profitably. Despite the usual holiday rush, transporters are finding it hard to meet demand while managing soaring expenses.
Transportation business is down now because people are crying. No money. Some people are collecting salary, let me say 50,000 for more than 5 years. Something now they are still collecting the same thing. How can you expect such people to cope? Most of the transporters, they collected the vehicle from them because they could not meet up. They could not meet up with the demands. The fuel price is too high. 1,025 naira per litre is high.
This Nigeria is too hard because there's no money from outside. What is our passenger? They're not coming out to go and buy market because the rate of the fuel now, the price is too much. That is why we don't see the customer. As you can see, our amount today here, we wait for passenger. We don't see passenger.
For those staying in Lagos or other cities, there are affordable alternatives to lavish celebrations. If chicken is too expensive, consider fish or beef. Both are nutritious options. The key is to enjoy the season without straining finances. Residents have been urged to focus on what is affordable.
The national grid has collapsed for the 12th time this year, plunging parts of the country into darkness once again. A tweet from the official handle of Nigeria's national grid confirmed the incident, stating that the grid collapsed at about 2:09 p.m. on Wednesday. The major grid setback has occurred and restoration is to commence. In quotes, that's what the Post read. In a separate statement, the Just Electricity Distribution Company, Just Disco, also confirmed the collapse, noting that it occurred around 1:33 p.m. and resulted in a loss of power supply to its feeders. Dr. Friday Elijah, head of corporate communications for Just Disco, assured customers that efforts were underway to restore normal power supply once the grid is stabilized. This marks the 12th grid collapse in 2024, with 11 incidents recorded between January and November. The recurring failures highlight the challenges being facing Nigeria's electricity infrastructure and its impact on citizens and businesses nationwide. A security matter, troops of 3 Division Operation Safe Haven under Operation Golden Peace arrested 2 notorious kingpins on Wednesday in the Rafiki area of Western Local Government area of Plateau State. The suspects, Muhammad Musa, alias Merman, and Malam Hassan Samaila, were apprehended during an intelligence-driven raid on criminal hideouts. Security forces recovered 439 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition concealed in an engine oil container. According to the Operation Safe Haven spokesperson, Major Samson Zokum, the suspects disguised as transporters to deliver ammunition to bandits across Plateau, Kaduna and Zamfara states. They were cooperating with investigators as follow-up operations target other members of the syndicate. Major Zarkum emphasized the commitment of 3 Division Operation Safe Haven to ensuring a secure Yuletide season and urged the public to support security agencies with timely intelligence to combat criminal activities. The Jigawa Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, PCACC, has arrested 10 persons allegedly diverting farm inputs meant for grassroots farmers, which was provided by the government at the subsidized rates. The arrest was effected on Tuesday, resulting in the recovery of fertilizers loaded into trucks. Trust TV's correspondent Ali Rabiu Ali filed in this report.
Jigawa State has invested so much money and resources in order to assist farmers in the state. However, there are persons undermining government's efforts. This arrest is connected to the state government's fertilizers distribution program and supply of other farming items for wheat farming. Chairman of the Jigawa State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, PCAC, says the process of giving this assistance follows laid down procedures which should be complied with 100%.
Why we are here is to ensure that any process or procedure laid down by government is complied with 100%. If there is any violation, no matter how little it is the responsibility of the Commission to ensure that that process has been followed. Otherwise, there will be consequences for non-compliance. So as you can see, apparently there is some arrest of fertilizers which we made yesterday in Duse. This was arrested in Duse. This bench we are seeing about 35 bags.
The PCAC chairman said it had been discovered that the assistance given by the state government was not reaching the farmers directly, as there were intermediaries that had inserted themselves in the process.
However, they post themselves there. They are there. Immediately you get an alert. They will post you, whether you are a valid farmer or you are just somebody who just got the alert anyhow, illegally. They will ask you to come and negotiate with them. They will pay you some money and they collect your allocation and get the allocation directly from the government. So there is going to be a very discreet investigation on that.
However, one of the arrested suspects, Muhammad Musa, said he received the fertilizers legally following all laid down procedures. He said in the first place, he was captured by the officials of the distribution in Nepal and had received a message that he had been selected to receive the farm inputs at a subsidized rate. According to him, he proceeded to the distribution point and paid his money for collection, and after some days he got arrested by the Peacock. Recall that on Saturday, 7th December 2024, the state governor Malam Umar Namadi directed the police to arrest the chairman of the Old Farmers Association of Nigeria, AFAN, in Kiawa local government area, Isiaku Katanga, over alleged sabotage and illegal increase of 2,000 naira on inputs distributed to each farmers. The governor's directive came after he received a security report alleging that some AFAN chairmen in the state were siphoning farming inputs and increasing costs for farmers. From Jigawa, Ali Rabiu Ali, Trust TV News.
The Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, has been temporarily shut following an incident involving an Allied air flight. The aircraft reportedly experienced a tire burst after the aircraft landed at the Abuja airport on Wednesday. The aircraft is reportedly stuck near the runway after skidding off, forcing the airport to be shut pending when the plane would be towed. The incident was said to have caused significant disruptions, with several departures delayed as authorities work to clear the affected runway. However, there were no injuries to the passengers, even as emergency officials are on site. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, confirmed the incident in a statement by its Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, Obiageli Ora. However, in Kano State, the High Court has adjourned the hearing of preliminary objections in the bribery and misappropriation case involving Abdullahi Ganduje, National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, and 7 other defendants to February 13, 2025. The case, initiated by the Kano State government, involves 8 counts of bribery, misappropriation, and diversion of public funds, allegedly totaling billions of naira, alongside Ganduje. The defendants include his wife, Hafsat Umar, and several others, including corporate entities such as Lamarche Properties Limited, Safari Textiles Limited, and Lesage General Enterprises Limited. At Wednesday's hearing, legal representatives of the defendants presented various motions leading to the court's decision to consolidate the issues and adjourn for a unified hearing. Counsel for Ganduje requested the court to strike out an earlier application filed in October seeking facilities and a witness statement, citing the need for corrections in the affidavit dates. However, counsel for the applicants argued that Ganduje's withdrawal application should be dismissed, not struck out. Several other defense counsels also sought adjournment to amend their filings. Justice Amina Adamu Aliyu ruled on the matter, striking out Ganduje's application and overruled the objections raised. The court is now set to hear all preliminary objections on February 13, 2025. Senate President Godswill Akpabio on Wednesday declared the seat of Senator Monday Okpebolo, representing Edo Central Senatorial District, vacant. This follows Okpebolo's election as governor of Edo State, marking his departure from the 10th Senate. Akpabio also called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct a timely election to fill the vacant seat, ensuring continued representation for the people of Edo Central. The declaration was made after a valedictory session held by the Senate in honor of Okpebolo. During the session, Akpabio commended Okpebolo for his contributions to the Senate and urged him to uphold his legacy of service in his new role as governor. In his farewell speech, Okpebolo expressed gratitude to his colleagues, highlighting the support he received throughout his political career. He thanked Akpabio, Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin, Senate Majority Leader Akpeyemi Bamidele, and other key figures for their encouragement during his tenure.
Declaration of vacancy, Edo Central Senatorial District. The body of this letter refers: I write to bring to your attention, pursuant to paragraph B of section 68 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, that the seat of Senator Monday Okpebolo, representing Edo Central Senatorial District, has become vacant. This vacancy has become necessary following Senator Mondo Porolo's inauguration as the governor of Edo State. And in accordance with the Constitution, his seat is now deemed vacant. And we invite you to so declare.
We share a bond that goes beyond politics. Your unwavering support and wise counsel have been enviable. And I know I can always count on you for advice as I take on my new responsibility.
The National Orientation Agency, NOA, has announced that the proposed tax reforms bill will significantly reduce the multiple tax burdens on Nigerians if implemented. Speaking in Maiduguri during the nationwide sensitization campaign marking World HIV Day, Security Awareness, World Human Rights Day and tax reforms, the agency urged citizens to support security agencies by providing intelligence to combat crime and insecurity. It also appealed to youths to stay clear of fraudulent and ritualistic practices for wealth acquisition, emphasizing the illegality and consequences of such actions. The NOA noted that the tax reform bill is designed to support low-income earners, improve public services, simplify tax payment processes, and eliminate multiple taxation. The agency highlighted that the Nigerian tax bill consolidates all existing laws on taxation and, once passed, will repeal 11 outdated tax-related laws.
We have addressed them in such a way, we have tried to translate the bill for them to understand that this bill is meant to better the life condition of Nigerians. Because what the bill is addressing is that there's multiple taxation. Multiple taxation in the motor park, apart from the official of the motor park who are collecting for the local government, we have different unions that a transport owner will have to pay tax. You know, they go into the motor park with their stations. You have to pay the road transport workers, pay the community. But yesterday, some of them were here, and they mentioned about 5 or 6 taxes that they pay. One single vehicle paying 5 or 6 taxes in the motor park.
We urge our friends in the press to deploy your platforms to spread these vital messages. Together we can educate, inspire, and mobilize citizens to take positive action. Conclusion. As we embark on this campaign, let us do so with renewed commitment and determination. Together we can overcome the challenges that confront us and build a Nigeria that we and the future generation can be proud of.
Two more stories. The ruling All Progressives Congress has warned that no alliance of the opposition leaders, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and former Anambra Governor Peter Obi, will be potent enough to stop President Bola Tinubu's re-election in 2027. The warning was given by the National Publicity Director of APC, Bala Ibrahim. Ibrahim was reacting to a statement by Atiku spokesperson Paul Ibe that both his principal and his Labour Party counterpart had learned their lessons in the last general elections and will unite to kick out the administration of the APC.
Nigerians have the right, and competence has given them that right. If there is someone that is competent, someone that is capable, quite all right, nothing stops him from going into the race. But I tell you, as a matter of gentlemanly agreement, there has been this idea of power shifting between the two segments of the country, between the north and the south. And that has been operational since 1999. For somebody to come midway and initiate changes that will overheat the system and create divisions, I think it will not go down well. And anybody who tries to do that is being unfair to the democracy we are practicing, is being unfair to the agreement established, and I think it's also being unfair to the person that is intending to contest. Because
the Jiwa community prepares for its 2024 annual festival. The traditional leader of Jiwa community, Idris Musa, calls on populace to participate in the forthcoming festival, which is to take place on Sunday, 15th of December 2024, as it revives the culture of the people. Trust TV's Anthony Abohom was there and has this report.
Jiwa, An ancient community in the Abuja Municipal Area Council traces its roots from the Zazzau Emirates in Kaduna. With its historical role as a vassal state of Zazzau in the 18th century, the community has made significant efforts to preserve its cultural heritage. One key avenue for this is the Gani Cultural Festival, known as the Jiwa Annual International Festival. This festival's primary purpose is to pass down Jiwa's rich traditions to future generations. This includes the preservation of the staff of office nearly 550 years old from the Zazzau Kingdom. His Royal Highness Dr. Idris Musa MFR, the Sadiq of Jiwa, emphasized the festival's importance in safeguarding the community's cultural legacy.
The essence of this program is to showcase the culture and tradition of your community and the entire chiefdom and the whole country. Your chiefdom is a unity country. It's a unity chiefdom. This program is not for a tribal program. It's for both Hausa, Yoruba, whatever it is, as you are going to see, witness it on Sunday.
He further noted that many of the youth today are unfamiliar with the community's culture. The festival therefore serves as a platform to showcase and educate the younger generation about the rich heritage of Jiwa.
Most of our children don't know this culture. In earlier, we call it Gani. Gani is one of the first year of the Islamic calendar. But we celebrate it, but you know, at that time, it has been mixed religion, tradition. But now religion is separating itself from the culture and tradition.
Meanwhile, the people of Jiwa provided a preview of what will be showcased during the festival, including cultural dances, masquerade, and the traditional hunter dance. The Jiwa festival is not limited to a specific tribe. It is for all tribes, beyond showcasing culture and tradition. The festival promotes unity by bringing people together. Antonia Ebohon, Trust TV News.
Away from Nigeria, at least 175 people have been killed and dozens more injured following a series of airstrikes in Sudan's capital on Monday and Tuesday, linked to the ongoing conflict between the Sudanese army and the Rapid Support Forces RSF. The first attack occurred on Monday when an airstrike targeted a busy market in Kabkabiya, 180 kilometers west of North Darfur, killing at least 100 civilians, including women and children, according to a rights group. In another incident, a single shell fired at a passenger bus killed all 22 people on board, with Ahmed Uthman Hamza condemning it as a massacre by the RSF. Additionally, at least 65 people were killed in Omdurman, an army-controlled region, with 100 people injured. Tuesday marked the most intense clashes of the year between the Sudanese army, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the RSF, commanded by General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, his former deputy. Sudan has been embroiled in civil war since 2023, with fighting between the military and the RSF, which originated from Darfur's notorious Janjaweed militia. The conflict has resulted in at least 24,000 deaths and millions displaced, though it was received limited global attention due to ongoing crisis in the Middle East and Ukraine. And sports Serie A club Udinese have announced Maduka Okoye has successfully undergone surgery. The Nigerian international sustained a wrist injury in the Zebras League clash against Genoa last week. The operation, according to Udinese, was conducted by Dr. Loris Pagoli at the La Madonnina Clinic in Milan. Okoye is now expected to start his rehabilitation and will be sidelined for weeks. 24-year-old established himself as a Udinese's first-choice goalkeeper in the second half of last season. The short stopper played a crucial role in the club's Serie A survival in the 2023-2024 campaign. He has made 14 league appearances for the club this season. That brings to end news updates at this time. For more of our news, programs and documentaries, do want to follow us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chamaka Wafo. Thank you for joining us at this time. Good evening.